Hello and welcome to this webinar about the Mississippi Library Commission services to schools. I'm Tracy Carr with the Library Commission. First, just a little quick overview of what MLC is and what we're here to do. So we are a state agency created in 1926. And our mission is to strengthen and enhance libraries and library services for all Mississippians. So how do we do that? We do all kinds of things, but very quickly we put on continuing education events for public library staff. We have dedicated consultants assigned to each public library system. We have technology assistance trainings and consulting to public libraries. We provide statewide access to programs like Learning Express Library. We have Beehive resource sharing, which brings together the catalogs of all public libraries in the state and makes them searchable together. While the real use of Beehive is that it's an interlibrary loan system, anyone can go to Beehive and look at holdings across the state or just at two different library systems. And we also provide grants to public libraries as well, along with all kinds of other things. So if you work at a school, your school can get an institutional library card with us. And that way, when you check something out, it is not to you personally, it is to your institution, to your school. And I've provided a link to where you can go to find our application. You go to our website, and if you actually just click under MLC Services, you'll find it, but you can go to that direct link as well. So what would an institution want to borrow from us with a card? Why, you're a library, you have books, right? Well, we have books, but for an institution, especially a school, you might be interested in our special collections. So we have all of these other materials that are intended to enhance public library programming, and they're absolutely available for schools to use as well. It started with book club kits, and we have, I think, close to 200, if not over 200 titles available. We have costumes. Costumes have really blown up, and that was a pun, unintentional, because most of them are the inflatable kind. But those have really gained in popularity over the last few years, and they can really make a difference in how fun your program is. We have board games of all kinds for all ages. And we have STEM kits, so things to do with circuitry, coding. We have makey-makeys, which are really a fun way to learn about STEM activities. We have story walks that you can use to put outside around your school to engage students outside. We have button makers. If you need to make buttons for an event. We have 3D pens. We have cameras that come they come with a in a photography kit. So I think there's 10 of those in a kit. We have ukuleles. You know what? We're here for all kinds of learning. We have Legos. We have several sets. There's the regular kind, and then there are the smaller, actually bigger Duplo blocks. We have sewing machines. We only have 3 of those. We have so many puppets, just lots and lots of puppets for story time or other activities. And there's more. What on earth more could there be? Well, we're going to hop over to our LibGuides and look at the special collections LibGuide there. So let me see if I can manage to do that. All right, if you go to our main LibGuides page, which is just mlc.libguides.com, and this is a work in progress, if you go to special collections, this is where you can find all the information about all the kinds of special collections that we have. So each type of item has a tab over here on the left. So Book Club in a Box Kit, you can click on this list and see all of the kits that we have. For many of these, they have what the kit contains and then resources. So how to use it, lesson plans, instruction manuals, that kind of thing. I didn't mention the bird watching kit. This is kind of a new one. This is for a slow activity, obviously, unless you know you have a lot of birds around. But that can be a fun thing for a school to do. Like I said, we have button makers, and there's the how to use them. Costumes are really, again, we have a lot of them. And look, you can just do this fun carousel and look at all of them. Crafting kits. These are pretty new and fun. We have crocheting, knitting, sewing, and soap making. These are dinosaur bones. They're foam bones where you can put together dinosaurs, which is really fun. Anyway, you can explore all of these at your leisure. I just wanted you to know that they were here. So now I'm going to hop back to the PowerPoint. And hopefully I have hopped correctly. Okay, so that the kits are for your school or school library to check out. They're not for individuals, but you may also wish to get an individual card with MLC. And to do so, you have to have a library card from any Mississippi public library and be in good standing there. So our registered patrons get access to several databases and services like Heritage Quest, Sanborn Maps, Demographics Now, Legal Forms, and Hoopla. And while these are for your individual use, some of these have passwords and they're not for sharing within your school. That's why we only give these to our individual patrons. You can absolutely use them while you're at work, and you can use them to help you do your work. They're just not to share with the entire school. And that same link is going to get you to the application for an individual library card. Some of the other things that we have that are for everyone, but of a real note for people working in schools. We have Talking Book Services. So this is a free public library service for eligible Mississippians. This is provided by this is a Library of Congress program, the National Library Service for the Blind and Print Disabled. So to be eligible to get on Talking Books, a person needs to have blindness, low vision, or discomfort reading standard print books, arthritis or other conditions that make it difficult to hold books or turn pages, dyslexia or other reading disabilities, or ADHD or some other documented condition that makes focusing on a standard print book difficult. So we have audiobooks, braille books, large print books, and specialized equipment like in the photo here. And to read more about that, you can head to our website, mlc.lib.ms.us/TBS to learn more. We also have reference service. So we have professional researchers who are available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 to answer your questions. So we answer questions about absolutely anything, quick reference, in-depth things, genealogy, history, whether it's Mississippi related or not, just some random stuff. Those are always fun. Any question is welcomed. It's totally confidential. So you can ask whatever wacky question that you want to ask. You can contact us by phone, and those are the 2 phone numbers there, 877-QUICK-REF or 601-432-4492. You can email, you can even text if that's more your thing, or you can chat with us. And if you follow this bit.ly link, you can get to the live chat where you can just chat away with someone, and they'll never know who you are unless you tell them. A part of that reference service is Book Match, which is a reader's advisory service that helps you find your next great read. So it's a little questionnaire where you answer questions about what kind of books you like, what you're in the mood for, what format you prefer, and which public library you use. So then our staff will come up with some custom recommendations. It's not a robot. These are these are humans doing research and finding similar books using various databases. The custom recommendations are then emailed to you, and we double check to make sure that they're available at your local public library. We also provide Magnolia. Hopefully you all know about Magnolia. It's the database consortium provided by the Mississippi legislature to publicly funded schools, colleges, universities, libraries, and agencies. So there are 2 access levels, under 18 or 18 and over. And what Magnolia is mostly made up of is articles and magazines from articles from magazines and journals. It has book chapters, biographies, and the topics really run the gamut. History, science, health, literature, current events, education, basically everything in the universe is in Magnolia. So it's a really great resource, and the address for that is magnolia.lib.ms.us. So if you are logging in for a student, you will use the under 18 code. And if you are logging in to do your own research, you will have a different code. So you can call the reference desk with that number from the previous slide, 601-432-4492, and tell us which public library you use. We'll give you a code to use, and you can get on Magnolia that way. We also provide Learning Express, which is a test prep and tutorial database. And this thing has it all for whatever level of education a person is at and where they're trying to go. Learning Express really has tools that can help that process, whether they are ACT, SAT, AP test prep, and these there'll be tutorials and there'll be sample tests available. GRE and LSAT. There are lots of tests like the ASVAB, CDL, EMS tests, lots of vocational testing. Practice tests are there. There's the US citizenship exam, basic skill building, like in math and reading and grammar for adults, and then job search and workplace skills. So to get to this, the easiest way is from our website. The last heading across the top of our website is quick links. And if you click on that, you can get to Learning Express, you can get to Magnolia, you can get to all kinds of things, but that's just the easiest way to get to Learning Express. And for Learning Express, you don't need a library card. You just need to access it through our link, and then you can create your own account and have at it. But one of the most important things that we do for schools is staff training. So if you and your school or your school library need training on Magnolia or Learning Express or both of them, we have a person who is designated just for those activities. Her name is Kristen Hillman, and I have her phone number and email here on the screen. So you could pause the video here and write that down. If you're interested in all those cool kits but you're not exactly sure how they work, you can request a kit petting zoo and training, where Charlie, who is the person who takes care of all of our kits, Charlie will go over what all you want him to bring, and then he'll train you on how to use it and let you play, because play is an important aspect of this. And then Talking Book Services. If you want to know more about how to get your students on talking books or what's required and eligibility, you can have JD Burns come and do a presentation to your school. So I've covered a lot in a really fast little piece of time. So if you have any questions, please contact us. You can contact me directly. My information's on the screen. I've put the reference desk contact on here again, or you can call our main number and be directed to whomever there. So thanks for watching.